how the family and everybody is doing now. So this is kind of a good project for where you are in your life now. I mean, you've learned from your mistakes. You're moving on, and I mean, Lindsay seems to be doing pretty well since she got out of rehab this last time. I mean, you can't believe everything you read. So is she doing well?
She's doing better than ever, as far as I'm concerned.
Good.
And I don't think it was jail for myself or for Lindsay that really made the difference. It's that epiphany in life. It was me hitting the telephone pole and maybe Lindsay realizing how, you know, where she was and where she had fallen to, that really made the difference. And now we're on a different course, and it's all been positive, and the ministry work that I'm involved in has brought nothing but great things into my life and wonderful people, and I think it's going to happen for Lindsay as well.
Can you tell us about that? I want to hear about the ministry work you're doing.
Well, to begin with, Jackie played a major role in that, because Jackie literally spoke to me every day while I was in jail. She was
Thank you.
was my pastor from Teen Challenge, Jimmy Jack, and they even spoke. And she had a great effect on the direction I took in jail, and that was to go to Bible college while I was in there. And you know, I went on to get credentialed as a minister, and I'm using all of the knowledge I gained through that, you know, through my training to help other people now.
And Jackie, how did you meet Michael? And what is your background with that?
I met Michael years ago through a friend that we have in common. And we were already talking to make a movies together because Michael, as he mentioned, was always in the finances aspect. And he put some finances together for a movie I was trying to produce at the time. And that's the way we met, like 5 years ago, I think.
It's funny because the person that introduced us was actually Lindsay's bodyguard, Tony Almeida.
I didn't want to say.
Her music career to begin with the Estefans.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who introduced. It's just great when you all get together, you know, when you meet good people.
Yeah, and it's funny how God keeps the good people in your life, and that's where we are today.
I mean, you got to get rid of. We were talking to Michael, just so you know, we'll play the interview tomorrow, but we were talking with Monique earlier, and she said what you said. She said you got to kind of give these parents a break. You don't know what the situation is. You don't know what the surroundings are and the people that kind of glob onto the situation. So she had a lot of nice words to say.
See, and that's the...
You know, there's something else I wanted to say about the Lindsays and the Britneys and the Parises. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, sometimes when we talk about these girls, and Lindsay in particular, I have at times thought that maybe, and of course you're her father, that she's been a little spoiled. Would you say that's true? Or in some of her actions? Like maybe she herself needs to sort of, you know, just you hear that she's been late on movie sets or she's up all night hanging out and maybe sort of she's had these great opportunities to play these great roles and she's getting sort of caught up in the celebrity of it all, her fame.
Well, there's always the then and the now, and I think absolutely I'd be lying if I said that she didn't get caught up in it. And if Lindsay wasn't spoiled at one time, because even before she did this, I tried to do the best to give my children everything they wanted. And we spoil them in our own ways, and then once they get to the pinnacle of their career like Lindsay did, having people at their beck and call and dressing them and doing their hair and getting them a glass of water if they wanted it, or lighting their cigarette for that matter. They do get spoiled and they forget the important things in life. But you know what? There's inveteracy in everyone's life, and I always tried to put that in my own children and you know, help them to realize that a lot of people have it a lot worse than you do, no matter where you are. And if God blesses you to bring you to the place that you are in your life, you have to reach out and help other people in a positive way. And Lindsay's always been like that. She was always involved in charities, and unfortunately, because of my own doing, I was out of her life, and some of those elements in her life were forgotten.
Right. But when can we see the show on the internet? Jackie?
Oh, yeah, I want just to add quickly something. Like I always said to Michael sometimes when he was a little bit worried about Lindsay, even though we always have faith in Lindsay, I always said you have to be bad before you get good.
That's right.
It's just the way...
I mean,
exactly. So
I did. We were just talking about this yesterday. But I'm not always going to blame it on youth. I think at some point we have to, take responsibility.
No, we do. And a lot of people
Of
see.
course, but it's still, we have, young, we are all, she's young, still very young. Brittany, not so young, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
I feel the same way.
They're all the same. Whether it's a child or an adult, we all have choices, and sooner or later we get it right.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we can't cast stones. I think a lot of people see the message. You'll see a message in the show and basically out of every mess there is a message, and even a lot of product placement people are jumping on board because they see how important this show can be and how it touches people.
And I would like to add something to this. Are you there, Christine?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I would like to thank Jamie at Feature This, who has been involved since the beginning. And when he read the project, he said, "This is it." And he's been like,
he's been very ill, so.
oh, he's so awesome, and he's been bombarded by product placement, like Michael was saying. And Michael, I just want to precise that to give you the first interview regarding this show, because it's been.
Thank you very much, Jackie. We're looking forward to seeing the show.
But you know what? Not because people in touch us. Every magazine has been contacting him and contacting us, and we said soon. You got to tune in to the shows to know more about it. Broad-minded. So here we go.
Well, thank you, Jackie, and we're going to follow you guys as you do this whole show. Wanna Be Me, and you can go to wannabeme.com, right, or is it .tv?
.tv.
.tv. Go to www.wannabeme.tv, and also these interviews will be on the website as well. And we'll be talking to you guys in a couple of weeks. Thank you, Jackie, and thank you, Michael. And
Thanks.
best of luck.
Thank you so
Krista.
much.
God bless.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
We've got to go to a break, and when we get back, we'll talk a little bit more. We'll be right back with the broads.
Bye-bye.